We live. Okay. What up, y'all? I am Goddess High Priestess Empress Alba La Panthera. This is a channeled message for the collective. Whenever you come across this, no thing is a coincidence and no thing is random. Welcome, 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 welcome. Let's get into the vibes. Give y'all a few first. Let me do what we do over here. Let me see where's this shadow coming from though? That's probably because that's a bit higher right now. Hold up, let me adjust this. Yep, that's exactly what it is. That's to come up with it. Okay. 1 second, y'all. More than a second, obviously. It might be the setting of the way I. Anyway, so shadow work could definitely be significant this upcoming cycle, for sure. Bringing light to all the work you've been doing. Bringing light to all the work you've been doing. What does that mean? It means putting into action the wisdom you've gained from the work you've been doing. You know what I'm saying? It comes a time where you have to recognize when you're healing and when you're healed. All right. So let's see. Let me where we at right now? Greetings, beloved. Welcome, welcome. What up? Let me look at. Hold on, my loves. The moon is in Libra. That's 2 of Swords energy. Okay. Moon in Libra is the 2 of Swords. So it's given an energy of everything is not what it seems as far as what's going on around you, because of your emotions connected to the memories. Your emotions connected to memory is making you see something in your reality that may not be what it just is fully. Because it may be connected to a past version of yourself where you were still in process of healing. So this message is for those who are healed, but there could be certain things that could come up, you know what I'm saying, here and there. And just to be mindful of, these are the moments when you're being called to apply the wisdom you've gained. What are these marks on the table though? Okay. So yeah. Let's see. Let's get straight to the point. Pluto. Okay. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. Very strong transformative communication that's coming through. And this has to do with a way that you're no longer communicating or expressing yourself, because that version of you, the way you used to, is connected to a debilitated version of you, a version of you where you were possibly surrounded by other people that reflected a higher version of yourself, but ignorance could put you in a position to not see it as such, or this could be people around you. This is a moment of accountability. You have to know what it is that you are here to do, okay? In terms of, if something is it's, put it this way, everything you do, every action you take is based off of what you do. So what's being reflected back to you as far as the energies around you is just reflecting back to you who you are. Now, if there's a part of what's being reflected back you're not ready to, hold yourself accountable for, or recognize that this is who you are, holding yourself accountable for is if someone comes into your life and your environment on some nonsense. And a reflection of the opposite of that obviously is someone showing you, the higher version of yourself outside of you. Let me see what else. Another planet. Someone reached a breaking point. This is a breaking point. This is what I'm seeing right here. 6-6 on the screen. 10:53 on the clock. This is a breaking point. Someone has reached a breaking point. 8th house. It could be with a significant relationship that is no longer expanding. With Jupiter peeping through here, you could have Jupiter in your 8th house right now, or you have Jupiter in your 8th house natally or natal chart wise. But this is in connection to you sharing your emotions, intense, deep emotions that you may not express to anybody else. This is given the vibes of where someone is forcing someone to speak about what it is that they're feeling, but whoever that is having someone speak about the way that they're feeling is just to misjudge them. If you're around that energy, even if that hasn't been said to you, if you sense that that's what the energy is asking you questions for, just because you have that mindset that this is why this person is asking the question, some of y'all need to make that decision from this lucid moment of a Sunday before Saturday comes. We're not playing this game over here anymore. I mean, we don't play games over here on that extent, in terms of, you know what you got to do and not doing it. You feel me? It's all love though over this, and I'm just delivering the message because Vesta coming out here, this is an energy of where you would put your fire and your passion into something to the point that it literally debilitates you just to make it work. Let me go into the tarot. These next several lucid moments, what most call days, it seems as though it's going to be quite triggering. We are approaching a new moon in Pisces though. So that makes sense. Because anytime the moon is in Pisces, the collective can feel the energies of everyone around them, can sense the frequency and the vibrations of everyone else's subconscious mind along with their own on a much deeper level. With the new moon in Pisces, it's basically stating, now this is your opportunity to have a clean slate when it comes to that certain type of frequency and vibration of other people's shit. For some of you, it's other people's shit that you're holding on to, or things of your past that you're still holding on to that is not part of your reality. And it's just your thoughts that's making it a part of your reality. The reason why this energy is coming through so strongly, because this is Pisces season, and Pisces is a legend. So if you want to tune in and activate that legendary part of you, this is the season for it. You want to be out here playing it soft? Remember, the polar reflection of Pisces is Virgo. Virgo can be quite analytical, can get straight to the point, can be very ferocious in its verbiage as well, being ruled by Mercury and Chiron, as a matter of fact. So some of you within these next several lucid moments from now, Sunday until Saturday, you may experience something that's going to trigger you to the point that you recognize that you talking to something, or you are expressing yourself to an energy where you talking to your blue in the face. Just keep this at the forefront of your mind, that the only one you can change is you. Unless you on that type of vibe where you on your inception type of shit, where you're planting ideas in other people's minds to change their trajectory of their life. Some of you may have to rewatch Inception to get a clear understanding of the way dreams are actually played out, and what's going on with the collective dream state in general, especially for those of you who can't fucking remember. This is not a reading about, oh, what should I do to tap into my dreams? Some of you is just literally letting go of some of the things of the past when you were growing up, so that way you can be given the clarity of what your dreams are showing you, because that's an ability that humans have that they don't recognize that they do have, having a human experience, is that you can protect yourself from your spiritual body because of the trauma you may have experienced, or any type of disrespect. It doesn't have to be trauma, although trauma and disrespect, they in the same boat. You feel me? So let me see, what is this? Exactly. The Four of Cups, the Hangman in reverse, the King of Cups, and the Hierophant is given institutionalized and unable to receive, but the clarity has already been received. The spiritual clarity has already been given and has already been given. Has it been received? Not so much. The keys have already been given to unlock these certain doors, to clear certain experiences or a way of feeling. This is not medical advice, but this right here is given the energy of someone that has been given the keys as the root of their depression or their anxiety or their procrastination. There's a moment to rest. We're not talking about go out there and burn yourself out. And no, get your rest, because some of you, your rest is going to put you into that meditative state to even receive the information that you may not even receive when you're going to bed at night. A 5-minute nap can do so much for you. Some of you are out here fighting those moments where all you have to do is just take a 15-minute siesta or just a 15-minute nap, just to reset yourself. Anytime you go into that sleep state, you literally start something over. Why you think in certain countries that's something that is a part of people who have a 9 to 5, and in certain countries they don't have it because they understand the power of it. You can reset your day. Resetting your day, not only in the most surface base of a perspective. No, it's much deeper than that. You resetting your day by taking a nap is a major situation, a major pivotal point throughout your lucid moment. But they rather keep you dazed out. They rather keep you dazed out. There's something in here. The way this is coming through, this don't ever come through this way. But there's something here about someone who has this type of bald spot on their head is not someone to be trusted. I mean, the entire top of their head. It's an open crown of deception. You're this energy around this person, but this person is moving as the Hierophant, keeping you stuck. You're the one with the keys, but there's some level of confusion that's occurring here, especially with this Four of Cups in reverse showing up and the Hangman in reverse too. So this is something here where someone already has the idea, the notion that it's time to stop putting themselves in a position where they're not open and receptive to something new beginning because they're focused on the past. Show me these two. Look at this. Five of Cups. Same Three of Cups right here, but this is someone holding on to something here. Has the revelation, but holding, what is this? Has the clarity, but not accepting it. The Ace of Swords in reverse. Yeah. Some of you, this could be a Taurus or Scorpio. But beyond the signs, as far as beyond the signs, with Scorpio and Taurus showing up here, there's something here about your values and Pluto energy with Scorpio showing up. And the 8th house at the bottom of it is definitely some Scorpionic energy here. So when the moon goes into Scorpio, it's very significant. When is that? All I'm going to say is from the perspective of my higher self, humanity better get it together and quickly. Well, the moon is in Capricorn right now. So the moon in Scorpio was the 18th, 20th, 18th to the 20th. Had to refresh the screen. The moon is not in Libra. The moon is currently in the sign of Capricorn. Moon in Scorpio was the 18th to the 20th. So between Tuesday and Thursday of the past cycle, 18th to the 20th. Let me see. Let me get. Now I'm hearing Chris Brown. There's something in this liquor. The air keeps getting thicker. Somebody is feeling suffocated in this situation. From a fourth dimensional space, this would come across as dark magic being done to someone. I would say third dimensional, actually. Third dimensional. Because third dimensional, it holds the fear-based thoughts or fear-based thinking. What's this that came out of here? Scuba dive, hot air balloon, Arizona could be significant, and a castle 486. The Emperor, the Strength. And a choice, the Lovers. Pisces, Leo, Sagittarius shows up here. Go within, observation, 0 point, self-examination, balance, uplifting, freedom. What's next? Achievements, ancestry. This says history, but I'm looking at the cards, reading it upside down. I saw hostility instead of history. And then the Old Guard, some of you may want to watch this or rewatch the Old Guard. You carry an immortal spirit, which is why this test could even be coming around too. The Hierophant and the King of Cups. This is a master of death. This is a master of transformation. Or you are that master of transformation. You hold the keys of that, but you have been around a certain type of ideal or philosophy or tradition or way of thinking that in order the whole bullshit about going to heaven, leaving here and going to heaven when heaven is already here. You have a body, you have a human experience, heaven is already here. Heaven is you. Heaven and hell is you. Then you have Old Car at the bottom of the deck. Weary, retired, exhaustion, needs restoration, overdue. Yeah, this story is overdue. Yeah, look at this. Master. Right up under that. Commanding presence. Be careful what you say after I am. I am is a command. I am it is God. And literally speaking, when you say I am, that's you. But figuratively, allegorically, I am is God, which is you. Balloons. Balloons twice. Hot ones and regular ones. Hot air. Well, there's something here in regards to that axis between an air sign and a fire sign. So whether if it's Gemini, Sagittarius, Leo, Aquarius, what's the other one? Virgo, Pisces. No, that's definitely earth and water. Aries and Libra is the other one. Aries, Libra, Gemini, Sag, Leo, Aquarius. Hot air. Hot air. Or those numbers are significant. 17, 39, 511. There's definitely something here to celebrate, but it's going to require a massive change here. Show me that. Well, these two then. That's the case. Okay. Repairman comes out. Aries could be significant or Aries season. Going through a lot of change and fine-tuning right now before Aries season. Makes total sense to me. Before the actual spring of the new year. Happening now. Say less. Summer could also be significant. Waxing quarter phase. Let me say something. Which is after a new moon. So between the 1st and the 4th, or the 6th and the 9th could be significant. Standing up. About you standing up, breaking the rule. A quote-unquote rule. Outlaw for you to move on. Taking swift action as an outlaw for you to move on. Because of information you have just received in regards to your higher self or a reflection of yourself, or becoming more self-aware, facing the issues head on to improve yourself, especially when it comes to insecurity or projected insecurity. 50-50, that's that Two of Swords energy. That's okay. Autumn, still. Autumn, still. Something is still falling. Something is still crumbling. Someone used to get sty on their eyes when they were younger because style is here, but it showed up as sty. Over time, you recognize where it came from. Right eye Taurus, left eye Aquarius. Or Pisces is it? Whichever of the two. Messenger. Spirit, honor, determine. Obeying the order. Obeying the cycle of these changes. Yeah, you know, oh, wow. Okay. Worry. So that's been the most recent download for the collective, that most people say that money is the root of all evil, but in actuality, it's worry that is. Worry creates all of these other negative connotations of one expressing themselves or energetically stepping into a certain dynamic or experience, because the worry is going to create anger, shame, guilt, all this other shit. And it takes it even further, where worry develops into a moment where someone has to experience grief. All worry does is debilitate and unalive humanity and unalive the human experience. Let's just put it that way. Worry is the master of unaliving a human experience. Let's say this is talking about a relationship. Some of you are struggling with the fact that a person is not worried about you, when that is actually them doing what is the most highest vibrational thing they can do to express love towards you. Because you should never want someone to worry about you. Because what is worry? When you worry, is you focused on a reality you don't want. Or some of you may be in a position where you have people who are so overly worried about you, and it's literally physically debilitating to you. Once again, from this moment up until Saturn Day, make the decisions that you have to make in terms of the connections or how close people are to you, especially when it's connected to the demon of worry. Because all it's going to do is put you in a space of the lack of love, unconditional love. Because that is a hidden statement for someone to make, but it's not so much hidden. But if it was, it would be hidden in plain sight in regards to when someone is loving you conditionally, but people don't have an understanding of that. People feel as though that if a person is not worried about you, they don't love you. If a person is not worried about you, oh, trust and know they love you unconditionally. You should never want someone to worry about you, because that's the same shit as hoping that all is well. Hoping all is well? Nah, get that demon the fuck up on out of here. There's nothing beneficial about worrying about somebody. And there's nothing beneficial about a parent worrying about their child either. This is how people keep generational curses moving forward instead of dissolving them. Think about when the person says, oh, I'm worried about you. It literally puts the physical body into a state of fucking, ugh. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. It is. And I'm going to express it as the message is being delivered through my vessel to speak to the collective, so it resonates deeply, because this is nothing to play with. Because there's too thick of a mass majority that's making this shit okay about worrying about somebody as a form of love. That shit ain't love. So much so you can't even see what's being clearly shown to you that it ain't. With the Four of Cups and the Ace of Swords over here in reverse showing up on the table. Because this is also a card of higher levels of commitment. Some people can't step into higher levels of commitment where the physical and the practical are perfectly balanced. Because this King of Cups is also connected to Taurus energy as far as its polar reflection, but the universal archetype of its polar reflection is here, Taurus, the Hierophant. The zone of where your personal sacred values determine the experience you're going to have emotionally and deep within your emotions. So much so that you can share that with people. Most people can't share their love or know what love is because they sitting out here with this DNA code that worry is love. Worrying about somebody or looking for somebody to worry about them. That shit is a sickness. And we getting that shit up on out of here. Hot air, hot communication. That's what this is. Show me this Ace of Swords with the Four of Cups. It shouldn't be normal to the collective at this point with all this information. It shouldn't be normal that worrying about somebody or in that state that is something of love. Love is not pity. Love is not attachment. That essence could also easily be misconstrued about love not being attachment, because now people feel as though they have to be completely detached, which is still an attachment to detachment, which is still not love. Just let it be. But as far as the connection you experience with another, it determines where you are at with yourself. Where you are at with yourself. Because there comes a phase where as you're going through these transformations, these transitions, and clearing the energy out of the past, when it comes to the lack of unconditional love, yeah, best to believe and know there's gonna be situations that come back from your past that you believed that this was something that could be developed into something more. But it has to show up just to show you what has to be cleared out, especially if you're in a space where you're unable to do it on your own within your own thought base. So something that reminds you of something that is connected to what has to be released is going to show up for you to release it, not to continue back on with it, because you're going to get that intuitive nudge to tell you what to do. Your reaction might have you overthinking and going back into a situation that you don't even need to be going into. But your response is going to have you observing the situation without experiencing it to determine what has to be done next. It's going to be very important for those of you that are tuning into this message right now to get more awareness of the way you are going to move with this, I would say rebellious, but it's unconditionally loving energy. Tap into your Lilith frequency. Get an understanding of what your Lilith placement is and the area of your life that it's connected to natally, as well as your progressed chart. Universe shows up here. The Hangman again, but upright. Deception and envy. Yeah. There's too much shit going around the collective. It's moving quickly though. It's coming in quickly, moving out quickly because it has to. For your material harvest, the Nine of Pentacles. It's going to lead you to your independence. Some of you, there's this cord when it comes to codependency. You've been you've been patient with situations around you. You've been patient with situations around you, and this is connected to your destiny along with the new beginning. Let me see. What is this? What is it? What is it? What is it? Retrieval. Okay, getting something back here. King Vulture. Ooh. Hold up. I want to go to the guide on this one. I'll see you on live tomorrow. We'll be going live tomorrow too. Because this is a pivotal moment. Before we reach 11:22, as I say that. Before we reach these double eclipse that is going to happen the month of March. Yeah. Purpose driven, you hear me? King Vulture. A masterful alchemist. The King Vulture has the ability to literally transform death. Look at that. A powerful purifier that sits deep in the jungle. Its ability to remove stagnation and rebalance is vital. This is the second time today this energy comes up, because I pulled some archetype cards, and the maiden, the village, and the destroyer came out in the archetype. And the destroyer is connected to this energy as well. So the presence of Kali Ma could be coming up in some of you's energies, or y'all's energies coming through. Any type of deity that is connected to destruction for a rebirth, but these energies are within you. This could be what's being upgraded. It's being upgraded. There's something about those energies that are happy and that are happy to dwell within you. Okay. That's for some, that part. Anyway, let's go back to what we was talking about. Its ability to remove stagnation and rebalance is vital to the ecosystem of the whole. Known for working deep within the realms of the human ego and its shadow, the King Vulture's medicine is potent when working to clear away versions of yourself that no longer serve. Confirmation. The Black Jaguar calls to this powerful ally when an ego death is at hand. An ego transformation. The ego transformation is basically the ego recognizing, oh, the soul is at the forefront. So you're retrieving your soul. That's what that is. In a nutshell, the bigger picture of this energy is that you are retrieving your soul. The micro aspect of it, each and every one of you situation is different. Some of you, the way this came out here, some of you, this could have to do with 8th house energies, the transformational area of your life that is about shared resources and intense emotions. When it comes to your Mercury energy, which is how you think, communicate, write, talk, and travel, and your Pluto energy, your ability to transform, take a big leap forward, and rebirth, along with the Vesta, which is an asteroid, which is connected to the planet Maldek, which is in between Mars and Jupiter. So that shit fiery on its own. But with Vesta coming through here, this is something about cleaning some shit up too, though. Through the fire, it's cleaning something up, purification, resistance. This could be something you may have been resisting here. Look at that. Trauma, disrespect, same boat, and it comes out. And it has to do with your stability. A lot of fragmented pieces when it comes to your stability with that root chakra energy. What's the solution? Your gift is at the bottom of the deck here. Your subconscious mind is telling you to step into your gift. Your gift is connected to your north node. It's your purpose. Your purpose is your gift. Your gift is your purpose. That's your north node energy. Along with your midheaven. Especially if you're someone who is doing certain things on social media. Midheaven is the way people see you too. Along with your Mercury placement. Because, okay, so then this is for some of you that do have some type of purpose and gift connected to working with the collective. Online, social media. There's something about not wanting to hear that, because that pause was more so connected to someone not wanting to hear that, or refraining yourself from recognizing how simple your life can be. You got two options. You can be on the side of those who are ignorant and complicate life, or you can be along with those and being yourself and seeing how people complicate that which is simple by recognizing how simple it is. Focus. Cicada. Whatever triggers you, use it to change you. These upcoming 7 lucid moments, or 7 days, as some we'll call it. But really take heed as to what triggers you, because that's where you have to change, and change it before spring, before the actual new year. You don't need a calendar for real to tell you when spring is, because you can see when nature shows you when spring is. Unless you're in an area or a part of the world where spring is things are always moving faster. Because the fall and winter may not even exist there for real. Cicada, a powerful symbol of the divine feminine. The cicada masterfully dances between the light and the dark embodiment. A cicada nymph burrows into the darkness of the earth, where it is nourished by the tree roots during its entire descent cycle. You can look at your descent cycle by looking at your descendant sign, just to put certain things into perspective about yourself energetically in connection to the cosmos. So whatever your rising sign is, the polar reflection of that is your descendant sign, or your 7th house energy, because your rising sign is going to be in your 1st house. And the energy of your 7th house is the polar reflection of that rising sign. When the ascent cycle is triggered, when your reality is triggered, because I'm reading these cards from the guide. I don't know the guide on some memorization type of thing. No, it's just, anyway, whatever. Some of you don't, that's another thing too. You don't got to be explaining yourself to prove a point. Just be you. Fuck what anybody else got to say. When the ascent cycle is triggered, so when something in reality, based on the embodiment of who you are, is triggered, the cicada emerges above ground, where it finds a tree to shed its old skin and transforms into the new. Use it to transform into the new. Whatever triggers you, these upcoming lucid moments. Cicada medicine is found in the cycles of emergence and descent within one's personal evolution and expression. The black jaguar calls to the cicada as a guide for the present cycle and phase you're in. Focus on the phase you're in. Let me see. Ritual. Be mindful of your habits. And speaking of the Hierophant keys, be mindful of your habits. Some of you, it's something as simple as, remember this person, whatever this energy is, someone who doesn't really know who they are. Be mindful of your focus when it comes to how you allow these situations that don't know themselves to really dictate the way you move. And balance, yeah. Foundations. Something as simple as, let's speak on this in the form of manifestation. When you are manifesting, when you do your affirmations, you speak it into the present. It's something as simple as, when it comes to the sensitivity of your energy, to be mindful of when things are being presented around you as if something is coming towards you. When you do affirmations in the essence that it is with you, there's a difference of something coming and something already there. And know that sensitivity is a power. If you don't want life to constantly trigger you, be mindful of the way you're expressing your level of sensitivity, because sensitivity is a power. You know that saying, to whom much is given, much is required. Okay, notice when people say that they are a sensitive person, how much shit they attract. But it's not shit. It's literally that fertilizer that can help them grow. But they don't recognize what's being said. Sensitivity is literally a fire blazed wand. Sensitive don't make you weak. Hence, in the physical 3D realm, when someone is sensitive or as if they can't protect themselves, notice how many people think. This is unfortunate, because a lot of people, not a lot of people, but those who get bullied are not aware of this. You know, it gets to a point where they're no longer here, unfortunately. And that, anyway, different topic, because we handling that shit over here too. But anyway, when it comes to those who are bullied, notice how many people jump up on one person. That shows you the power of sensitivity. But if a person doesn't know the power of that sensitivity, it's detrimental easily. Embodiment, energy hook of, what is this? Judgment. Movement, stillness. Clarify. Movement, stillness together. Movement, stillness together. Trapped in fear, challenged. Temptation. Yeah, that's the devil card. Firm temptation. For some of you, that's literally a bed. That's a bed. You make your bed, gotta lay in it. Or if people around you making their bed, let them lay in it. Don't lay in there with them. So much so, looking at lay as in ley lines. Some of y'all not even close to people, whether if it's figuratively or physically as far as a location, and you're taking on their energy because you care, or because you're worried, or this could be people around you feeling that way towards you. That is not beneficial to your growth. And this could be this could be the reason why certain people are going through certain situations over and over and over again, especially those where you feel as though all is well, but then there's something that you're not talking about. This is where this message is bringing that shit out. As long as you're still worried about something not going as planned, you haven't evolved yet. You haven't evolved to the point that you are healed, which means there's still some shadow work that has to be done. As long as you are coping with the situation, shadow work still has to be done. Because shadow work puts you in a state of healing. That's all it's good. That's what it's to do. Shadow work, that's what it's to do, is to put you in a state of healing. That's why shadow work is not so easy, Because guess what happens throughout that work? Whatever puts you in a state of worry, or whatever is around you that is okay with sensing worry as a form of love, you're going to have to release it. When it comes to that last tether that is invisible, it's literally connected to that word right there. Worried about something. Notice how many decisions you make because you worried about whatever it is you worried about. Whether if it's your child, your mother, your father, whomever. Whether you fail or succeed, that worry will literally prevent you from stepping into full-on goddess mode. This is why I say I'm not a queen. Love the queens. Do you. But it's connected to different elements. Each one respectively. Air, water, earth, fire. But when you get into that goddess, God energy, you embody all of that. Or that empress embodies all of that. Along with the spirit, that would be the goddess energy. The empress too. Because it's the physical manifestation of God. It's time to stop degrading oneself. Because you making things want to sound as cute as whatever the fuck. It's Pisces season. I normally speak this way anyway when we're doing readings. However, Pisces season is right before what? Aries season. Oh yeah, it ain't nothing to play with. This is legendary shit out here. If you not a legend, you shouldn't even be on this channel. Respectfully. Because the type of triggers you gonna get over here, this ain't nothing to be playing with. Once again, respectfully, this ain't shit to be playing with. If you're not prepared to leave certain shit behind to be the best version of yourself, I have no more words for you, love. We have no more words for you. The realm I come from, we have no more words for you. Because the more we speak to you and the less you take heed of the messages coming through, it's not going to be beneficial for you. You should benefit from the messages that come through here. Or else there's no need for you to be here on this channel. Because we're going to see whatever it is that is tempting you all around you. And this is a firm temptation that got some of y'all trapped in fear. That is the word worry. It may not even come across as a expression of fear. Because it comes through a context that might be expressed as sweetness or love when it isn't. Love heals. Worry does the opposite. You ain't got to listen to me. That's not what this is about either. But if you show up here, none of it's a coincidence. When you emotionally withdraw, you'll have success. Some of you was probably born June of 88. Could be significant. Or June 8th, August 6th. Or August of 68 or 86. Tune into that spiritual strength of yours, my love. Your spiritual strength is going to a test of your through your clairvoyance. The universe is, yeah, the universe is definitely showing you something about your new beginning to choose wisely, because there are a lot of obstacles and challenges ahead of you. But you're gonna have to express yourself, speak the truth. 2021 could be significant of something coming back around right now to actually initiate your new beginning. 7:55 on the screen. Spirit is around you, helping you to initiate a new beginning, but you're going to have to speak your truth. Speak your truth. Don't even have to be to somebody else. It could just be to you. You recognizing something that's going on around you that it's not clear. The shit is never going to be clear, but it keeps coming around just to remind you that this is not something that you have to have a conversation with another person. It's just for your own revelation. And be more than okay with that. All right? Later.